Is switching to YouTube a mistake? Okay, here we go.
Yo, how's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. Got a quick one for you today, and it's about the big announcement from Sykkuno. Here it is.
I'm gonna do what I've always done, just in a new place.
Yep.
He's switching from Twitch to YouTube gaming, and that's where he'll be live streaming from now on. So it's a huge announcement. It was trending on YouTube and Twitter today, and I thought because it's also the 5-month anniversary of my Switch,
oh yeah,
that we would talk about
the car
and if this was a huge, terrible, giant mistake by seeing if I made a huge, terrible, giant mistake by looking at some stats and giving you some anecdotes. So let's jump into it. Is it a mistake to switch from Twitch to YouTube? Now, first off, some context. Over the past 6 months before I switched, I averaged about 18.5 thousand viewers on Twitch, and I streamed like an average of 130 hours a month. And since I've been on YouTube, I average about 20,000 viewers and change and stream about 90 to 100 hours a month. Now, obviously, there's some good months in there like April and some bad months like March where I didn't really have anything to do.
Bigger number, better person.
I've also noticed something really important that took a while. Viewership doesn't matter. Like the average viewer number doesn't really matter. Because it's so fickle. It fluctuates.
It's going to go
you'll
up
have
and
Hassan
down.
Who's averaging 50, 60,000 viewers because a war broke out and he's profiteering. And then it'll drop down to like 30K and he'll just be chilling and doing whatever he wants to do. But the important part, and this is just for big creators, by the way. For small creators, the viewership number kind of always matters. For big creators, having the ability to get a lot of viewers is what's important. Like if you put a lot of effort into a product and something you're really proud of, that stream getting a lot of viewers is more important than your average viewership being 25K instead of 20. That doesn't really make a difference unless it somehow gives you maybe a little more capital because you have some more subscribers. But they're already fucking millionaires anyway, and I'm sure they have the capital anyway. So I really don't buy that narrative.
I think that generally is true, and I think really the fixation on the viewer numbers is just so much because it's the way Twitch aggregates streams. That's the reason. If Twitch didn't rank streams by viewership, you wouldn't have viewers fixating and streamers fixating on the amount of viewers. That's it. That's the reason why it happens. If they got rid of that in some weird way, then you would see that entire paradigm change.
Ability that matters the most, and I proved this last night when I did my poker stream. I had a big poker stream, if you didn't see it, which was a really cool event with XQC and Mr. Beast and Ninja.
I heard about this.
And it was really fun. And we averaged like I think 68,000 viewers on my stream, and then 30,000 viewers on a co-stream. So like just under 100K total.
That's a lot of people.
Was awesome. I haven't really hit numbers like that many times on YouTube. This is where I have to admit though, it would have gotten way more on Twitch. And the reason is because all the juicers, all of XQC's fans, when XQC wasn't live, would have found him easier because they are more likely to stick to their platform than to find the juicer.
Every single time that you ask somebody to click a button, you're going to lose people in translation. People are lazy. They don't want to have to click a button. Imagine, okay, there's two worlds. One world where you have to click a button and another world where you don't have to click a button. That's it.
Against all odds. They're not going to skip to a different website just to watch XQC on someone else's stream.
You lose a lot of people in translation.
And I'm sure if this was on Twitch, probably would get something closer to like maybe 100K just on my stream alone. I also have a little bit of context because XQC went on Pokemon's stream that same day, and they were at 90K. Just them two. So, I think there's a lower viewership on YouTube, and it makes sense. Because how the fuck do you find a stream on this goddamn website? I don't get it.
Did he see the part where I said that he didn't want to say it? I wonder if he saw whenever I mentioned it. Yeah.
I don't get it. You go to live? Okay. These people aren't even live. They streamed an hour ago. The stream is over. All right? I Show Speed is live. There you go.
Wow.
Cool. And it's way easier on...
I don't know if that was Speed or not. I mean, he wasn't yelling. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was that Speed or was that like an imposter or something like that? Yeah, I'm not sure if that was Speed or not. I mean, come on, guys.
On Twitch, it just is way easier on Twitch, and although I am proud of the viewership number I got, it is about as much as Tyler 1 is getting just playing League of Legends at a computer by himself in Korea. trigger. But still, the ability to get the viewership is what is important. And I think also what is important is the ability to get views on videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is staying power. If you get a stream that has 100,000 average viewership and the stream ends, it's over. Like, you don't retain anything from that. That VOD doesn't grow. You have to upload it to YouTube for it to have any growth or any success.
And even then, the VOD doesn't really grow. It's the other content that's around the VOD. You see what I'm saying? That's all there is. All there is to it, right? What do you mean by this? Who's the guy talking? It's Ludwig, right? He used to be a streamer on Twitch, but now he's not. Well, let's see here.
Re-edited or not, and I've noticed since I've switched over, my viewership has gone absolutely nuts on YouTube videos.
Yeah.
This is April all the way over to my Switch. That's the arrow here in December. And as you can see, December was a fucking crazy month because I was trending a lot and people were on the channel. But even March, which was my worst month, is tied with my best month before the Switch. Right? And April was a clear bounce back, and that's my second best month I've had ever on the website ever. So that's cool to see. It's really interesting.
Yep.
And I don't know if Susan hit a switch. I've asked her to her face, and she said no. But it does feel like there's a correlation between streaming on the same channel that you upload videos to and views being accumulated in that way. Like, I've developed a bit of a system where I'll upload a video and I'll have it live directly after my stream ends, and I'll push everyone there.
Yeah, of course. I think that's what a lot of people do.
People in the first minute of a video. That's crazy. On average, I usually get 1,000 people in the first minute. And so maybe the algorithm, because they're going from the same site to the same site, pushes it a lot more. I don't know. It's just a theory, not exactly positive. But
nobody knows how the Google algorithm works.
Behind that, and it
Google
is
doesn't even know how it works.
To the Switch. But there's also some drawbacks. Sykkuno makes a lot of sense for the Switch. I think he's
got all of his friends on
like
YouTube.
Me and like Valkyrae, and his content mostly revolves around him gaming, and his audience is stupid loyal. Like, he came out with merch, and they all just replied #sold. Like, they know he's a fucking millionaire, but they're still #sold. He has a loyal fan base.
Oh, but people love it. Sykkuno's audience loves him, dude. They absolutely fucking love him. Like, #sold. No, the thing is, because when I'm calling someone out pronunciation, why would I not be able to call them out for that? Yeah, I don't understand. Why would I not be able to do that? Well, listen, here's the thing, guys. Obviously, and this is another factor, I said this before, is like my merch win whenever I go to YouTube. But no, I don't really give a shit about selling merch. I've had a lot of people that have approached me to try to sell merch with me, and they've spent a lot of time invested in, like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, that's great, but it's a lot easier to do nothing. And so, I figure, like, all of the merch, like the merch that I have, it's the OTK merch. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, this one, I'm genuinely proud of this one. I think this is and it's not, we're going to get more of these right now. They're sold out. I actually think this is a great sweater, or sweatshirt. I really like this a lot. I think that it's such an incredible product. I'm very happy about it. It looks good. Those sold out in literally like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So obviously a lot of people like those. Do I need a shirt with my name on it? No, I don't. And so this is one of the big differences between like YouTube and Instagram and like a lot of these other platforms, is like, because Twitch has a more like engaged audience, you have people that are saying like that they're being very like, what's the word for this, like negative, I guess you could say, about like selling merch, because there's a lingering resentment with people on Twitch that streamers are very successful. I think this is true. Now, I've always said this, and I think there's a lot of people that might disagree, but I think that there is a lingering resentment with streamers that are very successful, because you see somebody and you think they're your friend, and you find out they own a Lamborghini, and you're like, what the fuck? I have to get my mom to drive me to McDonald's. Maybe he's not my friend. But over on YouTube or over on Instagram, somebody could post a picture of their new car, and then they could say, hey guys, I just bought a new Lamborghini. Does anybody want to buy my new blue light protection sunscreen? And people are hashtagging sold. You see what I'm saying? Like, so which one here is better?
Somebody like Hassan or Mizkif, I think, would struggle a little more. Not because their fan base isn't necessarily loyal, and not because their YouTubes
because they're
big.
awful, right?
even though those might be true. It's more so because of the content that they create. React content is dead on YouTube. It's just dead. It's not something that is feasible to do consistently because of how often the content ID system will take you down.
Yeah.
XQC starts every stream by watching videos for an hour to 90 minutes. He would get shut down in those first 90 minutes every time. And although it's not like a strike and you're not in trouble and it's not a ban, it still kills your viewership. And that really hurts when you're streaming. It just, it doesn't feel good and it doesn't help you grow. So if you are a reactor and that's your main content, YouTube just doesn't at the moment have a hospitable place for you. And so that's something that
I feel like mine wouldn't be as bad because I don't really react to a lot of like popular videos. Like I usually just react to like gaming videos. I'm sure this would happen to me, by the way, but like I don't think it would happen to me as much because usually, so like people cap this. Okay, so let me explain. So do you guys ever have like a phone? Wait, what are the caps here? You guys don't understand how this works, do you? Okay, so basically, you ever have like SoundHound or like Shazam or one of these like programs that detects music? Yeah, don't you guys have phones? I hope so. We got the announcement in an hour. No, okay, so you guys have it's like you hear a song, you don't know what the song is, you put this thing on and it detects audio and then the audio goes into an algorithm and then the algorithm tells you what song it is, right? YouTube has the exact same thing. It's the same fucking program. It's not maybe the exact same program, but it's the same type of behavior where it plays the song, and if it hits a content ID, it's going to check that. So what actually hits the content IDs? Well, it's very simple. Music and popular TV shows and things like this. So like Ludwig gets suspended because he listens to something with a popular song in it, or he gets his stream taken down, or he watched like some video with Baby Shark in it because Baby Shark is a huge TV show and they have that put into the algorithm. There is not an algorithm for me watching Josh Strife Hayes argue with a viewer for 20 minutes, or there's not an algorithm for me watching Quantum TV's newest video, deconstructing all of the problems in Elden Ring. These are not happening because this is not part of the automatic content ID algorithm and like the detection system. So I'm actually right. You guys, can we agree that I'm right now that I've explained it? Yes, you are right. You are right. You are right. Okay. All right. Good. You're always right.
Keep in
mind. I know.
I've also found out YouTube is more work. It's like way more work. For me to go live on Twitch, all I do is I pull up this window right here, and I hit start streaming down in the bottom right.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole entire thing, and then I go live.
There we go.
That is not how it works on YouTube. On YouTube, just a quick little crash course, I have to hit go live, and then here is my go live page that I get, and I have to schedule a stream in advance.
What the fuck?
Now, it's not that much work overall.
What the
but
fuck?
You have to be ready to schedule it at least an hour in advance.
What?
Because the notification system on YouTube is just way worse than Twitch's.
What the fuck?
There's no way to just have notifications on for live streams. You need it on for everything. People don't turn it on for everything. So instead, what I end up doing is I schedule an hour in advance, and then maybe something comes up. And it's like, it's 2:30, and I say I'll be live by 3:30, and then last second my mom calls. That's what happened today. And I'm not going to ignore my mom, and then I show up late, and then everyone in stream's mad because I'm late, and it's just a pain in the ass. Not to mention that you have to make a thumbnail for every goddamn stream. I guess you could use the same one, but it would just get worse viewership overall. I think that's what Valkyrie has defaulted to, is she like swaps between 3. I tried to make them every stream, but
okay, so Ludwig, here's the problem. I've already identified the problem with Ludwig. Is that he doesn't have an editor do everything for him. What a mistake. What a massive mistake. And so what you need to do is you just have the editor, you text the editor like, hey, like whenever I upload a video, like for example, like, I want to pull this up real quick, and I'm just going to pull this up, show you guys, where is it? This is a video I made about pay to win yesterday. You know what I did? I literally clicked the upload button, and I messaged the editors. I'm like, hey, guys, there's a video if you guys want to put it up or something. That was it. I don't do the thumbnail. I don't do the name. I don't do anything. I said, yeah, I put up a video. And that was it. Problem solved.
Sucks. Can you imagine XQC doing that every stream? Can you imagine Sykkuno doing it every stream?
Fuck that.
No, every stream is going to be the same thumbnail. It's going to be this. And he's going to be playing video games with friends. It is a lot more work with no real reward for that work. It's just a harder system in place than there was on Twitch before.
Yep.
So, you know, but work isn't like the worst thing in the world. You know, you get a lot of good things in return. And this is the one that I think is the most important, which is less hours streamed. I said when I switched over that the less hours streamed would be going towards making bigger events.
Yeah.
And I think, like, so far I've held up to that. We have Mogul Money Live, which is happening.
Yeah, he does a lot of events now. I think that's good. It's definitely a good thing.
In just a few short couple months now, in July 2nd, you can still get tickets for it at ludwig.gg. And that takes a lot of time. I mean, that's a lot of meetings that I have to go through and a lot of different
That's the way
calls.
it goes.
And also, like, the poker event. I whipped that poker event together in like just under a week. But it was a lot of time.
That's a lot. That's impressive if you did that in a week.
And try to get him to wire the money over before and call XQC like 80 times because he never answers me on the first one. And even little things like Ludwig Mondays featuring Fortnite. Getting 60 people to show up to play takes a lot of time. It's a lot of DMs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, there's certain things that I still like doing. Maybe I could pass it off to someone and have them do all the work, but
that's what I do.
It would feel weird if I DM Tarek with my assistant's account. I just will DM personally. And so that's the big thing that I've been able to do with the extra
time. I'm very much a antisocial person. So I have had many times where people have to DM me 4 or 5 times. I'm talking about a bunch of times in order to get me to respond to them because I don't really want to talk to anybody. Yeah, I just don't really want to talk to anybody. And that's about what it comes down to. And so if you message me and you don't get a response, I probably read the message. Now, I might have forgotten to respond. Something could have come up. There could have been a reason for that. But just in general, that's what happens.
Plus, having like a better lifestyle. You know, I've been able to go back to working out, going rock climbing. I actually spent my anniversary with my girlfriend.
Imagine that.
This is crazy. Last year was the subathon. I missed the anniversary, but this year, turns out I you know, have an extra free time, and we took 5 days off and hung out, and that was really nice. I even was able to go to LCS to support Cutie because she was on the stage in a show match. I didn't really watch the league or know that LCS finals was happening or who was even in it. I was just there to support her, and I was able to take those days off to do it. So
it's
like a better overall lifestyle. Plus, video views are doing better overall. Plus, I have a higher average viewership. Plus, and this is my favorite part personally, I'm not funded by viewers. Like, no more am I funded by 30,000 people and I'm farming primes every single day. I'll admit,
I think that's a good thing to be funded by the viewers, in my opinion, for a lot of creators, and to be able to rely on that, because that way you're not accountable to something that's not the people that are consuming your content. Like, to the extent that you're accountable to, I don't know, sponsors, the website, some sort of other fickle hand of fate that's going to step away the moment that you make an edgy joke, you're just setting yourself up to get fucked over. So, like, I do worry about that. Like, for me, I don't worry about it as much because I don't really, that stuff doesn't really happen a lot with me. But just in general, it's, I think it's good that people are able to be funded directly by their audience, especially here on Twitch. I think it's a huge thing. Willa Bits, thanks a lot for the five subs. Thank you so much.
Thought about it like a lot over the past year. And I was like, okay, the subathon, was it scammy? Like, was it too much? Was I farming money from people too often? Was I taking advantage of people? And that, like, it bothers me.
I think that's so cringe. I do. I think that the idea that people giving you money voluntarily is predatory is so fucking, like, how old do you think these people are? Like, do you think that they can't control, like, what is Ludwig mind controlling them because he has a good hairline? And he's like, you have to gift me 5 subs? It's just so fucking weird. Like, I've always hated the Meadoshi, thanks to the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. It's so cringe. Like, literally, every single thing that you do online is, like, advertising fundamentally is manipulation because you're trying to get somebody to do something that they wouldn't normally or do on average. I feel like a lot of times that people get mad about, like, things like a subathon, etc. I hate that. I think it's so pathetic because these people can make their own fucking decisions. No, they're not getting mind controlled. If you have a problem and, like, you're getting taken advantage of by a streamer and you're giving them money, you know whose problem that is? That's your fucking problem because you need to control yourself better. And if you can't control yourself, it doesn't matter if it's going to be a streamer, because what those people do, people that are stupid with their fucking money, is at the moment that they stop wasting their money on one stupid thing, they just go to the next stupid thing. That's all there is to it. People that think that, oh, it's fucking predatory to do a subathon. Preying on who? What the fuck are you talking about? People are giving you money because they want to. So pathetic. So NFT scams are okay? So you think an NFT scam is the same thing as a subathon? You think that an NFT... Do you think that's the same thing? Oh my God. Literally not the same. Yes, this is what happens, guys. Yes, preying on children. Exactly. What about mega church scams? You shouldn't have thought that's going to happen. Yeah. We make it so you don't have to work a job. I mean, I think that's the way it goes in general. Yeah, it's not nearly the same level. It's predatory in the same way that gambling is. No, it's not predatory at all. The only people that think that streaming is predatory are weird kids that think that are upset because streamers make money. Like, I think it's the most pathetic thing ever. Streaming is predatory. Talking to your viewers is predatory. Holy fuck, man. Like, how far down the rabbit hole have you already gone? And this is, again, why would somebody want to go and stream on Twitch? This is kind of what I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. Why would somebody want to stream on Twitch and make content on Twitch whenever the audience has these weird fucking myopic opinions about the way that people do things? Like, this is just like, it's so fucking weird that anybody would even believe this. But there's, and it's not, people say I'm one guy. No, there's like thousands of people who believe this on Twitch. YouTube, this never happens. This doesn't happen on YouTube. The worst thing that can happen on YouTube is people complain about free speech because they want to type some rude shit in the comment section. That's literally it. YouTube doesn't have this problem at all. Gambling systems are predatory, not because of streaming, but because of the gambling. Streaming is the audience vehicle. Listen, you are making the mistake of applying logic to an illogical situation. It is a completely illogical conclusion to think that streaming is fundamentally predatory in any sort of a way that any other type of entertainment media is not fundamentally predatory. So if you are trying to argue against somebody who thinks that, you are wasting your time because this person is not arguing on the basis of logic. They are arguing on the basis of emotion, and you can't beat emotion with logic. That's the way it goes. The strongest argument isn't an argument. Let's go back over here. We're going to watch the rest of this.
I think this will always bother me. And there's not like a direct answer. There'll be people in chat who are like, oh, fuck, finally he realizes that dumbass. And there'll be people in chat in the comments who are like, oh, no, it's totally fine, man. We enjoyed the experience. We were happy to be there. But I will always be thinking about that for the next 5 years, 10 years of my life. And I don't have to worry about it as much when I am funded by corporations who sponsor me or the corporation who hosts the stream site that I stream on.
Yeah.
And so that helps me sleep at night a bit. Anyway, overall, I am very happy with the move, and I've got to do a lot of fucking cool things that I would never be able to do normally, like interview Susan and meet a lot of awesome people and be in a Mr. Beast video.
Imagine that.
And I think Sykkuno made a really good decision.
I think he did too.
I'm excited for him to be on YouTube. So overall, my estimate, good decision for Sykkuno. Still not the greatest decision if you are someone like Mizkif or Hassan. Depends on the person, and the platform can never win the war unless people switch over without getting paid millions. That's all. See you later. Also subscribe.
That's a good video. I like that. I think he said pretty much. Wait, didn't he say said pretty much the same shit I said? Fake, thanks for 5 subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly what I fucking said. Ain't that something crazy, man? Mr. Beast Generous, yeah, his last 2 videos have been good. Yeah, I like watching these. I hope he makes more of them. It's free content. If you indoctrinate children like Hassan, it's predatory? Yeah, shut up. Like, who is talking about Hassan? Like, where did Hassan indoctrinating people come from? Like, listen, Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, Hassan is one of those people that, like, I could be talking about something completely unrelated, and, like, somebody will somehow find a way to relate it to Hassan and give their take on Hassan. Oh my God, guys, indoctrinating to what? Yeah, they're not going to... The thing is, like, listen, there's a million things on the internet. You just, like... It's that those conversations are just they're so exhausting to me, and I don't want to have them because it's just you're talking to somebody who's an idiot. So I don't want to get through all of that. Yes, it's Hassan's fault, exactly. And anyway, let's go back over. We're gonna read a few of the comments on this, see what people have to say. Then I do want to look at some of the stuff on Reddit, and then we'll get ready for the announcement, gentlemen. I'm exciting. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be great. Don't indoctrinate my child not to be racist. Shut up. Like, people on Twitch and, like, just in general, the reason why I don't care about politics anymore is because it's just gotten so stupid. I'm excited. Well, yeah, I talk constantly for 8 hours. I'm gonna say, like, if you guys actually had, like, you listen to the words that I said, a lot of the words that I say don't make sense, but you don't notice because I just say different words the next time, and you're not thinking about the words that I previously said that didn't make sense. Yeah, I do this all the fucking time, man. And so anyway, what do you think is your most extreme political opinion? I don't care. Let's see here. YouTube is very VOD oriented. They need a live stream tab on mobile like shorts and have proper recommendations. To average viewer to live stream, they most likely click and watch. When the extension gets figured out, YouTube could slap. Honestly, being able to pause stream and not being able to miss chunks is so nice. Yeah, I think so in general. Plan on playing WoW today? Maybe a little bit of WoW. Yeah, sure. You see Doc's tweet? People keep asking about Doc's tweet. Why do people keep asking about this? I've seen this, like, I already commented on it. Yeah, Hassan puts himself out there. People should emulate. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, man. Can you please stop? Can you please just fucking stop? Like, literally nobody asks and no one cares. Like, can you guys move on? Like, it's really, I mean... Oh my God, that's the thing. Why does Hassan need a fucking $3 million house? He's already living rent-free in everybody's heads. Oh my God, it's crazy, man. Yeah, okay, let's go back over. This is nuts. Let's see here. Hope YouTube takes over the streaming game. We actually see over the site. Twitch is done. I think there's a lot of people. Like, if I think 5 or 6 really, really big streamers went over to YouTube, I think that would actually make a pretty big impact. And I think Twitch would see a huge decline. Absolutely.